paramedic Jason Gillingham with Danny King ahead of the Witches skipper pulling out of the meeting through injury. Picture, Steve Waller. www.stephenwaller.com. Copyright Stephen Waller. Ipswich Witches 53, Edinburgh Monarchs 37. Mason Campton ahead of Danny King in Heat 4. Picture, Steve Waller. www.stephenwaller.com. They made hard work of it, but Ipswich Witches kept their good start to the championship campaign going with a hard-fought win over Edinburgh Monarchs at Foxhall tonight. The Suffolk side were far from impressive, especially early on, and they had to cope with skipper Danny King pulling out of the meeting after just 2 races with a reoccurrence of his arm injury. But they showed huge character to come through, Nico Kovati flying to his best score of the season. Cameron Heaps and Nico Kovati ahead of Josh Pickering and heading for a 5-1 in Heat 3 of the Ipswich v Edinburgh meeting. Picture, Steve Waller. www.stephenwaller.com. This was a really tough gig for the home side. King is clearly struggling with his injury and both reserves Daniel Hume and Connor Mountain looked uncertain early on. But, just like the rest of their teammates, Hume and Mountain came through in style, showing real character. Led by Kovati, who had 5 wins and a brilliant paid 18-point haul, Ipswich ended with 3 5-1s on the bounce to send Edinburgh home pointless. Nico Kovati celebrates after his win in Heat 8 last night. Picture, Steve Waller. www.stephenwaller.com. The Witches looked as though they were set to make a dream start as Rory Schlein and Mountain streaked from the tapes. But Mountain was passed by both Monarchs in a drawn first heat. Edinburgh took the lead in Heat 2 with Cody Garcia and Max Ruml roaring from the tapes. The Witches weren't behind for long as Cameron Heaps and Kovati gated to the front with the Edinburgh riders this time struggling at the back. Edinburgh guest Mason Campton shot from the start and the next in a drawn Heat 4. Kovati and Heaps had their gating boots on, and although Ricky Wells passed Heaps on lap 2, the American then fell on lap 3. Campton was at it again fending off Schlein in Heat 6, and the Witches were only 2 points ahead. Danny King chases Mason Campton in Heat 4. Picture, Steve Waller. www.stephenwaller.com. It was all level in the next as Mark Riss went round the outside of King on the first lap of Heat 7. Joel Anderson crashed on turn 1 of Heat 8. He was excluded much to his fury. The Witches took full advantage, Hume bravely hanging on to second as Ruml pressed. Kovati won again. But Kovati went from hero to zero 1 race later as he picked up drive and wiped out poor Garcia, who knew nothing about it on turn 4, lap 1. Kovati was excluded and Garcia was up okay. Campton won the rerun. The Witches got lucky and the next as Riss packed up while leading. It gave the Witches a bit of breathing space, but they were not impressing. King was ruled out of the meeting as Kovati won again, taking King's ride in Heat 11. Pickering kept Heaps in a thrilling end to Heat 12 before Heaps and Schlein gated to a brilliant 5-1 in Heat 13. The Witches were almost there and they clinched it in the next with Mountain riding superbly to pip Garcia on the line as the Foxhall faithful went potty. Heat details 1 Schlein, Anderson, Wells, Mountain 56.23, 2 Garcia, Ruml, Mountain, Hume 58.14, 3 Heaps, Kovati, Riss Pickering 58.49, 4 Campton, King, Hume, Ruml 58.512, 5 Kovati, Heaps, Anderson, Wells, F 58.817, 6 Campton, Schlein, Garcia, Hume 58.819-17. 7 Riss, King, Pickering, Mountain 58.521, 8 Kovati, Hume, Ruml, Anderson, F by 59.526, 9 Campton, Heaps, Garcia, Kovati, X 59.52826, 10 Schlein, Pickering, Hume, Riss E, F 58.532, 11 Kovati, Wells, Mountain, Anderson 58.436, 12 Campton *, Hume, Pickering, Heaps 58.838, 34 1-3 Heaps, Schlein, Camden, Wells 58.643-35-14 Covati, Mountain, Garcia, Riss 58.948-36-15 Covati, Schlein, Pickering, Garcia 58.953-37 asterisk Takrite Ipswich 3 PTS. Edinburgh 0 PTS. Ipswich, Schlein 12-2, R, C Heaps 10-1, and Covati 17-1, D King 4, C Mountain 4-1, D Hume 6-2 Edinburgh, R Wells 3-1, J Anderson 3, J Pickering 5, M Riss 4, M Campton 13, C Garcia 6, M RUML 3-1.